Hello, welcome. My name is Trevor Cutmore and this is my building development. So I managed to do this with none of my own money, zero. And if you want to know, you need to subscribe to my channel and start to watch as things unfold over the next few weeks and each episode that comes out. But the important thing is I bought this with not my money, with investors' money, who's a silent joint venture partner. They came along once basically at the beginning and then just left it to me, and I took care of everything. It was in my own company, MTC Properties Limited, and what we did, we bought this land and there was an existing building there. That existing building needed to come down, and in the negotiations I tried to have to buy it at less money, but they said no, they insisted. So what we agreed is I bought this land at £300,000 with a proviso that they would knock the existing building down and take out all of the foundations. That was a big job. So we paid £300,000 for this land. The build cost to do everything, and that's everything. So when I talk about build costs, we're talking about stamp duty, legals, the foundation we had problems with, so that was extra piling in there. Everything was £558,000. So you can see in total how much it was. Buy price was 300, building and all the on costs, if you like, was £558,000. When we've come to sell, and I will take you around the back to show you in a little bit, but we've sold the one on the left. That's already been sold to a doctor who's over at the hospital, because we are literally 200 yards from the hospital in Lincoln. It's a fantastic location. This front one and this front one, I'm keeping myself. I'm refinancing those. That refinance money I'm going to give to the joint venture partner to return their money. He's got all of that. And the three properties at the back are in negotiation for selling now. We've pretty much got it sold. We should be exchanging within the next week or two. They will be sold, and the proceeds from those will go to the joint venture partner. So they will receive all their money back and pretty much about a 23.25% return on their funds. That would have been done in a lot less than 12 months if it wasn't for COVID, which really scuppered and dragged things out a little bit longer. Look, if you're interested in doing joint venture and you like the sound of that, then please contact me if you've got funds and you don't have the knowledge, because without having knowledge, you're susceptible to making huge mistakes, especially around development. But if you're interested and you're interested to know more about me, drop me an email and we'll set up a chat and we can talk about more things. But let me tell you more about the property. I'm going to take you inside in a second, and then near the end I'll take you around the back. Hello and welcome to the show home of this development. So I built the 6 houses. This is the show home that we've set up and we furnished. This is now rented out to a tenant, and we do have permission to be in here, and we are going to clean it properly when it's finished. So look, everything was actually chosen by me, including the doors, the locks. So I'm going to actually talk to you a little bit about the door latches as well in all of the doors, because they're really great. And actually the builders that we use to contract to do the build like them so much that they're going to use them in their future builds. But everything here, including the built-in dishwasher, the cooker, the washing machine we put in extra, that was just because we're going to be renting these out. But everything, including this splashback. Now originally I was going to do green flowers and stuff, but we kept it like this to be a bit of a neutral colour. So everything has been planned right down to the flooring, everything to the last thing. And look, a great tip guys, soft closes. So everything including your drawers and everything, because if you are going to rent something out, soft closers will give you longevity on the kitchen. So listen, come through. Downstairs you do have a toilet right there. I'll just give you a little thing. These are the actual latches, so you can see it's completely flush. That there is a magnet that pulls it in, and as you close it, it pulls the magnet back out. It's really clever. So come through. This is the living room. These aren't big houses. These actually, the size is about 54 square meters for the whole house. It's a 2-bedroom house. There's a small table and chairs here. There's an extra chair upstairs, so you can have 4 people eating here. It's a sofa that does go down to a bed. Then we've got coffee tables, TV, and then it's just a little sort of furniture thing there which we like to put in. And we've done soft lighting. So again, to make something attractive, to sell something, I think you should go all out and make it really quite, you know, as fancy as you can. We haven't gone super elaborate, but we've made sure that the lighting is very, very good, and that's one of the most important things. Now, in this show home, we actually put in the blinds all the way through the house. At the front, we've got vertical blinds, and these, for security, they just twist down shut like that, okay, on both sides. And the lady who moved into the far property, who's just completed to buy that property, liked it so much and said, could I sort it out for her as well? So we've done that for her. But come upstairs and come and have a look upstairs. So as I said, it's not a huge property, but as we come into the main bedroom, okay, this is a double bedroom. As you can see, we fitted it in. We knew exactly what we could get in, and so you got side tables, and we actually put in, for a show house, wardrobes. No doors on there, but it works. And the lady who uses this just uses this as a place to come here and then go home to her main residence, so she doesn't leave any stuff in. It works well. She's got a contract for so many months and seems to be very happy. But this is a nice one. Now, hopefully you can see this beautiful lampshade. A bit of a pain to put it together, I can tell you now. But when we're doing the show house, we wanted to do something that when you walk into a place, it really does, you know, sort of take your breath away. And this is one of the things. And also, if you have a look on the landing, this light, I don't know if you can see it, it's not too bad, but I put this one together and it's a nightmare. But again, it's a very interesting, people talk about it and comment when they come and see the place. The bathroom, just a nice standard bathroom, automatic lights here, they come off, go on. Bath has a shower. Again, I chose all these tiles. I went to the tile shop. I've chosen all these myself. And so, you know, to make sure that we got it all done in what I wanted. All really good. Behind the door, there is a big towel rail. So one of the snagging things that we had after the properties were built is these nice towel rails are fitted, and they have a very small water feed pipe that comes into it. Now at the back of this feed pipe there is a small valve. Now unfortunately the builders, or someone, I don't think the builders are fantastic by the way, but they put these spacers on over these very thin pipes. Now as you know, when heat hits metal, the metal will expand, and what happened in one of the houses is these were just too tight, and when it expanded it actually pushed against the valve, and all of the water, it snapped the valve and all of the water came gushing out. So straight away we ran around all of the houses to remove these little plastic spacers because they could be extremely expensive. It's lovely and warm in this house because it's not huge. The heat efficiency in EPC, I do believe EPC is it's an A, okay, the best it can be. Very important if you want to know why it's an A, because you can't have it airtight. And on the windows, again, the windows we've been through, these are cream coloured, you have what's called a trickle vent at the top. So in new houses you have to have, by legislation, a trickle vent because they're so energy efficient. You need some air flowing through the house. So in here, this is a double room. We've got here just one bedside table. There is a small desk desk there and chair for people to work, and there's a cupboard here with a lot in. Now, these are timber framed houses. Somebody asked me, Trevor, what is the difference between a stud wall and not a stud wall? Interesting. So remember, the bathroom is just here. Let's go here. Can you hear that? That is a stud wall. It's made with wood, 2 bits of wood. You've got plaster, and in between, you will have fire resistant socks, which give you fire protection, damp protection, and acoustic protection. Okay, so sound, very, very important. But on here, you have the similar sound, but this is not a stud wall. Okay, it's not. This is a timber framed house. What are you saying? You'll be saying, Trevor, what's a timber frame house? A great question. Timber frame house is exactly what it says on the tin. It is made with wood. So it's a wooden structure which is put up, and you'll see with my videos to come, you'll see how it's done. And then it's insulated in between with a lot of fire, damp, and of course acoustic protection. And then on the outer side, on one skin, it's brick. From the outside and the inside, you cannot tell if this is a timber house or not. But what's the point of having a timber frame house as opposed to a traditionally built house? Time is one. Some people think it's a lot cheaper. It's not really. It's about the same. But it's time in building from traditional to timber. But these are a lot more energy efficient. And that's probably the biggest thing. If you think where we're going in efficiency and energy, then these are going to be much more built all over the country, timber frame house. So you can watch out for that. So listen, I hope you like this. I'm going to take you outside, show you a little bit outside, and talk a little bit more about what's going on out there. So one of the important things is the electric chargers. Now, we've actually gone just for a universal normal socket here, not the traditional charging point, because if someone had a Tesla, it's a different style, so that can be interchanged. But why have we got these on here? That wasn't my idea. It is a planning requirement, and they said that the front 3 properties of these 6 had to have electric charging points, so that's why we've got them. As you can see, this is the rear of the development. And pretty much where I'm standing right now is where that existing building was. It had to be taken down. All the foundations had to be taken down. And then we've built a block of 3 houses at the back. These are the 3 which are nearly sold to one purchaser. We have done a bit of negotiation, so they're getting for a very good price, a little bit below market value. As I said, that one over there has gone again a little bit below market value. And I'm going to keep the 2 front ones for myself with refinancing. But these properties have turned out really, really well. I'm very, very pleased with not just the profit margins, but also the way that they're built, the finish, the quality of them. I know I had somebody said, Trevor, why didn't you put 6-foot fences up? Look, I understand that. And right at the back there, on the edge, there is a 6-foot fence, and that's right to have that for a bit more security if you want, because someone can't really jump over that, but they can easily jump here. But we thought about this, and this is a nice community. So I can tell you, we have 2 people that work at the hospital, 1 person at the university, 3 more people at the hospital at the front as well. So this is a community where I thought people would come together and keep the place secure by being able to look over each other's property. So that was one. The second one was, if somebody was going to jump over and trying to get into your house, surely it's better that your neighbours can police it for you, because if they saw someone trying to jimmy a door open, it makes sense. So that's why we've done it at this size, create community and increase security. If you've got more questions, I'm happy to answer them. The numbers, I've already been through that. It is important to understand that when you're going into development, you've got to know your numbers, you've got to know what's going to come and what contingencies you need to do, because there were problems on this site when we initially had the foundations done. We had to pull it out and then do piling down to building regs instructions. All right, they did make a slight mistake. It wasn't our fault, but that's what happened. If you want to know more, please subscribe, put a comment down, and you'll see a number of videos coming out for the next few weeks. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.